Okay, so today I'm here with Tyler Mortar, who is the pitching coach and recruiting coordinator of Ursinus College, and he's going to be here talking about Little League Elbow. And so, just to begin, can you tell me the importance of form for the Little League pitcher?
Sure. So form's something that we take pride in as a pitcher, from the college level all the way down to learning those first stages of pitching. Our whole goal is to create optimal mechanics, meaning everything in our body puts our arm in a good position to throw. So from your footwork to your lower body getting into a load position, good core strength, and kind of timing those all up in a rhythm, in a delivery. We put our arm on time to throw the baseball where we want to.
All right, thank you. So now, building off of that, what is the importance of rest between games for those Little League pitchers?
Yeah, so there's a great resource online. LittleLeague.org has a big, nice chart for parents and coaches to understand. The chart labels two things. One, rest between outings. So if your son or daughter throws on Saturday and this number of pitches, when can he or she throw again? Then the second thing the site lists is based on their age, how many pitches should they max out during a day from a pitch count standpoint. So for example, a 9 to 10-year-old shouldn't exceed 35 pitches in a given day, and so on and so forth. But it's a great resource to use. Check it out.
Thank you. And now, so what do you recommend your pitchers do, and pitchers at the Little League level, what should they be doing during the off season?
Yeah, so the off season's tricky. It also gets misinterpreted. The off season's not a time to totally shut down our entire body, but for a baseball pitcher, we want to kind of take a break from the constant stress on our arm. So my college pitchers will take 2 to 3 months off, normally around December, January, just to give that arm a break. But during that time, they'll still be in the weight room. They'll still be doing their Jaeger bands, their crossover symmetry. They'll still be training core conditioning. They'll even still jump on the mound and run through what we call dry mechanics, which essentially is running through your full mechanics, your full delivery without throwing a baseball. I think at the Little League level, it's going to be very similar, just probably a bigger period of time. Typically when I work with younger student athletes, we try to give them a 4 to 6 month window where they're not throwing as much, or throwing what we call a dad catch, like in the backyard, nice and easy. So we just like to give them a little more time to take that stress off their arms.
All right, thank you. And so, if you do come across a player that has this Little League elbow, what is your recommendation for treatment for them?
Yeah, so we see a lot of guys try to rush back super quick. We obviously are all eager to be on the field playing the game we love. So I encourage them to use the experts, use the physical therapist, stay true to the rehab, and just use the rest, make sure they're doing their work on their own, and doing the steps that are already in place to get back to the team.
Awesome. And now, 2 more questions. Are there any specific limitations that you put on the younger pitchers when they are learning how to pitch?
Sure. So younger pitchers, the biggest limitations I see are these young guys want to throw a curveball or slider. They see it in the MLB. They see the big guys throwing these crazy pitches, and they want to mimic it and be able to do the same. I personally won't teach a curveball or slider until the athlete reaches about 15, 16 years of age. It puts a lot of wear and tear, so when we're throwing those pitches, it's a lot of stress and torque on our elbow. I personally stay with fastballs and changeups, where we stay behind the pitch, and the last action is a pronation, which is typical and a motion that our arm's used to. So those are the biggest limitations I personally put on my athletes.
All right, and last thing before I let you go, do you have any advice for the parents or the young athletes that would be watching this?
Yeah, just 2 real quick ones. One, just enjoy the journey, trust the process. Don't expect to see results overnight. Just stay true to what you're trying to do. and that kind of goes hand in hand with number 2, which is to I think it's really important to create a routine. Make sure in your routine there's scheduled off days, scheduled days to maybe go into the weight room or go on a jog outside, just to keep our entire body strong. But I think it's important to map out a routine, and it'll help you and your team or parents or whoever's helping you along the way follow that goal.
All right. Thank you very much for spending the time with us today.
Thanks.